I'm pleased to be joined by USC head coach Lincoln Riley. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I wonder going into this season, what it is that you think that you have to do to grow as a head coach.
I think you always have to grow. That's you're asking your players, your other staff members to do it, but you're not going to do it. I mean, it doesn't work that way. This is a new challenge in my career. This is a very different challenge, and I think it's forced me to get out of my comfort zone, which is good. That's how you progress in anything in life. And whether it's been, implementing a new team culture, hiring a completely new staff, even though I was familiar with many of the faces that we brought here to USC, constructing a roster in really an unprecedented way. I mean, it's all been new, but it's been fun. I mean, I enjoy the challenges like that. I always have. It brings a new energy, a new amount of excitement that I think our staff and players share, and it's been very interesting first 7 or 8 months. But I think new jobs are always like that. But we've really embraced it, and the people of USC have certainly embraced us in the program.
I believe 47 new faces to your program this year. I wonder, what's it like to try to build camaraderie around that many new faces in a new program with a new head coach?
It's a challenge, but I think we had something to rally around from the beginning, and it's that at the end of the day, all of those new faces made a choice to want to be here at USC, and whether it was the new people coming in, whether it was our team that was held over from the previous year. All of those players had a chance to leave and transfer or declare for the draft or whatever it is. All of the players that came in could have went to other schools. All of the coaches that came in here could have stayed at their previous school. And everybody that made that decision, I think, has taken it personal to get USC back to where we believe it should be in college football. And so we've been able to rally around that point. And I would give our team a lot of credit. With the way this roster was constructed, our team camaraderie is further along than maybe what I would have thought at this point. It really is. The guys have really embraced each other. They've taken the time out to get to know one another. When you're around this team, it does not feel like we were constructed the way we were.
That's an interesting observation, because I was going to ask, how close is this team from a culture and leadership standpoint to some of your better teams in the past?
I think from a culture standpoint, I'm excited about what we're building. I mean, this is obviously a totally different situation than the one that I inherited at Oklahoma, but I think in that there's been some advantages with that too, where sometimes when you start with a blank slate, it's easier in a way to make the changes that you deem necessary. And I think our team has been very receptive of that. And I tell you, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of work to do and build a roster the way we did, and new staff and all that's going on. But I mean, our staff has really enjoyed it because of how receptive these players have been, and they want it. I mean, they're hungry for the culture. They're hungry to learn how to play championship level football. And we brought a staff that knows what that looks like, and hopefully it's a great combination.
You mentioned fun, Coach. I'm going to need you to give me an example, because I've heard some in the past, but I want to hear some new ones.
We've had a lot of fun together. We had a competition in the spring, a kicking competition at the end, and our guys.
No kickers?
No, the kickers were involved, but we had one assigned, or we had them sign. If they made them, basically, then the coaches had to do some of the up downs. If they missed any, then the players had to. And our kickers were pretty clutch, and we ended up on the ground, which our players definitely enjoyed. They were able to give us a taste of our own medicine.
No, I appreciate knowing that, Coach, because those are the small examples that I think lead to some big changes. One that I think you are very familiar with is how Alex Grinch is able to turn around a defense in a very short amount of time. I believe that was a weakness of the 2021 team. How have you seen Coach Grinch's scheme get to these players so quickly?
Well, you said it. One, he and the staff know what to do, and that's the first step. You have to have a plan, and it always helps when your plan has been proven successful. And he's done it at Washington State. He's obviously did a great job of it at Oklahoma. The change there was, I mean, obvious to anybody that knows anything about football, and obviously confident that we're going to have a lot of success there here defensively at USC. I think our players have bought in not only to the overall culture, but enjoyed this scheme. Again, it gives me a lot of memories of our guys, Kenneth Murray and all the different guys at Oklahoma, learning that for the first time. And I think more than anything, they've appreciated the consistency and the intensity of the way our guys teach and the way our guys coach. And so I felt like when I took this job that this is a place that you could go get just about any defensive coordinator that you want or have a chance to. And to be able to bring Coach Grinch here was a huge part of this transition.
Knowing what Kenneth Murray was capable of in this scheme, I'm excited to see what Shane Lee can do as well. I'd be remiss, Coach, if I did not ask you how you feel about USC joining the Big Ten in a couple of years.
It'll be exciting when it comes, but I've been through this. I mean, this is what I learned going through it is it's going to make news for a few days. People are going to be talking about it, and rightfully so. We get it. It's a big deal. But, this is year one, and this is an opportunity to compete in the Pac-12 conference, which I was very much looking forward to, a chance to play in some unique venues, compete against different people. And so we're going to embrace that, that we are going to embrace that. I mean, a lot of the guys that are on our football team right now won't ever even be a part of the Big Ten conference. So, I mean, that's honestly with the team we've had, it hasn't been that hot of a topic inside our locker room or really even within the staff. Everybody's hyper-focused on doing the best they can for this team right now.
USC head coach Lincoln Riley, thank you for taking time, sir.
You got it. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video, and remember, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos on the #1 ranked show YouTube channel.